Hey peeps, it's Danny Go here today. So it was a bit of a wild and crazy week. I'm not even sure how it ended up. Um, my results, I was kind of dropping pretty quickly. I think mainly because I was doing a lot of mining. But we were dropping pretty quickly. We went to 7,510. But then we hit a HOF, but we must have dropped a lot more than that. Um, Yeah, because we were kind of shredding at that point. Hit 812, 812. So you can see off of that, I did that almost right after the Hoff. I did get a few extra mobs, which I did right after, but it's not even going to be 5 head difference. But that would put my um, sort of bottom, I guess you'd say, of the negative of that cycle at about 7,850. Um, so or no, I guess 7,750. Yeah, 7,750. So I guess I fell about 200 more peds. So my bottom was probably about 7,750, which comparable to any prior recorded bottom. I mean that's pretty close. I think there was one that was higher. That's basically the same. That's a little bit higher. That might be the highest. I have not crossed, I think, or I don't think I've crossed. Oh no, I did. I hit 7,900 was my absolute minimum. So it's about 150 peds off the minimum, but I think that keeps tracing. The minimum is around the same. So yeah, I did that Pfeffoid Hoff. I was doing a ton of mining. Made a lot of progress there. So was very actually pleased on that. Um, Essentially, the sort of theory that we're running with is that um, we've got this baseline range, and the baseline range can be improved based on individual skills. So the key skills that we're looking at in here, obviously, ground assessment is still fairly weak at 2,223, but it is improving. Be nice if we sorted in a good direction. Mineral sense is popping up to 1,625. Obviously, we want that above 2,000 as a minimum. Much more would be better, but making good progress there. Key level for serendipity is about 7,000, I think. I'm making some progress. You know, beginning would also be probably ideally about 7,000. Probably my unlock is going to be lower than 7,000, but ideally would be 7,000. Once I get those unlocks, we'll really see what happens there. I think that, based on everything that's happened before, um, I'd also kind of um, go back to my trend line, and then we'll do the results. I just kind of got off to a talking start, so I'm like, yeah, we'll run with it. Let's go back to those results, discuss the trends. A lot of what happened during the stream, when I was streaming with Twitch, I think I was pushing 2 weak looter skills. I think a lot of your pay-in is before you get some of the unlocks. So I think during my Twitch stream, I was kind of using a lot of that profit to really push mining and um, and also prospecting and also um, crafting. And I hit those key unlocks. Going back here, those unlocks in mining would be um, I mean, I guess the key unlocks would be the ones before the final unlock. I think the ones before the final unlock, you can basically, if you've got good MU, be competitive. I don't think it's very easy to gain any ground, but you can be competitive before you get the unlock, before the final unlock. I guess you'd say the penultimate unlock. That's a big word. Is that right? I don't know. I think it is. Penultimate, prior to ultimate. Wow, proud of myself today. I don't know. I'm just being an idiot, really. So that would be the unlock before the final unlock. My mineral sense, right? Okay. So I got that, and that was part of my stream, but didn't get much farther than that. So I think that's kind of unfortunate because I paid most of the cost, but I didn't get very far. And then the brutal one was crafting, but I got that during the stream too. So the stream helped me get those two unlocks. That one is just brutally low. Which one is it? Equipment methodology. Yeah. Yeah, so you can see like I got the key unlocks that can really help me, push there long term, but my stream Twitch gave out before I got much on them. So I think, it's like I paid the big cost. I mean, and then twin weapons obviously put you toward the bottom of your cycle. So, but you know, I think that we're making really big progress. No, again, I gained over 1,000 skills this week, but let's do the numbers because this has been like the most long-winded. Oh, let me also open Ludius.io. I did get 100 ped crate on Ludius. I did not. I did not. Did not get it picked up because I came to Cyrene um and then I'm like, hey, I'm gonna come over. I believe Green Toker is gonna have his event here tomorrow, unless he has it somewhere else, but I'm pretty sure it's here. I would think it was here because Ark is kind of his home planet. So I want to be there for that. Um, that'll be fun. Pick up my pet at the event. That's awesome, right? And be there, experience it. That'll be really exciting. But yeah, going back here, I got 100 pet crates, so I have 154, pet and growing to pick up. I've just been opening boxes as I go. No, it's been working for me. I mean, I got 100 peds. I mean, I like to do more box openings on the stream. Um, but yeah, I mean, that's like a 2-week total, the 150. So that's nothing to complain about. That's actually very good. Um, so yeah, I'm getting good there. Oh, let's do some of these numbers, right? We're all about the numbers here. All right, so pop that in up over here. All right, so after that Hoff, I guess we dropped a little bit. Okay, so we probably, and that's the funny thing, it's probably one of those weeks which almost didn't happen again. You see, we're in that sort of tight, unbelievably tight range. I mean, yeah, it's moving a lot, but it keeps reverting. Feels like that middle is about, 7,100. We keep seeing about 7,100. I feel like we're popping above it and below it, but we keep hitting that 7,100. So we did actually gain on the week, 80 peds on the week. We gained 80 peds on the week. The week before we had lost 70 peds, so the 2-week total is a change of 10 peds. See how tight this range is? It's pretty insane when you just if you only focus in on like 7,100, which I think is my midline average, and you just kind of look at all the points as they move into 7,100. It's pretty insane. It's basically I've played myself into a draw. It doesn't matter. I don't want to be being facetious because I'm sure if I'm not getting the MU, it's gonna fall like a rock. But the MU I'm getting, it's basically put me into a basic sort of draw formation. I mean, not draw. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, in drawing that the results are equal. But the good thing is that it's allowing me to essentially skill at will, as long as I'm conscious of the MU, which I've been. But at this point, I'm able to skill at will, as long as I have conscious of the MU. So let's do the skills. One moment, I'm gonna see if I can clear my throat. All right, so the skills are 346,910. Let's go back. Yeah, 346,910. Okay, so that's 1,111 skills. So we actually did do over 1,000. I'm not sure. I don't have a plan, exactly, other than just to, play. Yeah, I don't got a big plan or anything. But yeah, we're making a lot of progress on key areas, and I think that will all lead to good things in the next couple of years. But obviously, the most important thing is to have fun. It's not really worth being successful if you're not having fun, I don't think. I mean, it's not like this is a job, and it never will be for me, I don't think. But I, I have fun, sort of attempting to win. We're gonna try a little bit of treasure mining, I guess. I'm gonna use this demonic detector from Rocktopia. I do feel like bismuth, or however you pronounce it, is very close to the surface. So we're gonna try that. You can get some of those gold and silver coins from treasure hunting. So that would also be a big MU event if I get yeah, and yeah, you can see my skill gain can be quite intense on this because it's one of my lower things. 2.1 skills and treasure sense. Let's see where we go here, right? Alright, so far, not so much, but that can change quickly. Oh, there's these mobs? Oh no, I don't want to deal with these things. Probably aggroed a bunch of them already. Okay. We're gonna find a different location to mine. I don't want to deal with this. Unfortunate thing about treasures is most of it just doesn't have any MU. But I mean, that's not true because you can get items that like armors, um, you can get armors and weapons which have extremely high MU. What I think with treasures is that, and I have actually got like a helmet. Um, I don't even know where it is. It's probably in a storage somewhere. Should probably have it out more. But I actually have another helmet I like. But I mean, I should probably keep it with me because I have options, you know. Um, but I'm gonna try to sell some pills maybe. Ooh, is there a fruit there? Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. 52. Yeah, I mean, you just hope for Arc. For Arc, you just kind of like hope like um hope for more, but it doesn't matter. What are we doing? Oh, so yeah, I did really good. I really upped my workout routines. I've been a lot of the days I was doing like 45-minute bike rides, some walks, even threw in a bit of push-ups and sit-ups. The sit-ups aren't really very much. I think kind of like as a younger person, I kind of like messed up my back a little bit. So I'm just not sure. I do like just kind of just to do the abs a little bit. I don't really know if I can really do. I mean, luckily I don't have any pain or anything, but I don't know if I can actually do sit-ups or push or sit-ups. I'm just not sure if I got mobility. It's weird. But it's not painful anymore. It was painful for years, but it all went away, so that's good. Um, but um, but but yeah, I did some push-ups. Really upping my physical, um, my weight's down a lot too. Really getting into a pretty good weight. I mean, it's still a little heavy, but I was really heavy a few years ago, so I made like huge progress. And I think I'm in a year or two, I'll be at a pretty good weight, and keeping things up. But that's good news. Bad news is my job is a little bit out of control. Um, I really like the people I work with, so it's not such an easy decision to move on. My boss has encouraged me to consider that it may not be so bad, but I mean, we'll see. I mean, you can like work the people you work with, but I mean, and and things, but I mean, if it just doesn't work for you, and I just don't know, mentally if I can handle all the stress all the time, so hopefully maybe try to keep in contact with some people, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, you know, but I mean, maybe it does work out, I'm gonna have to just see, but you know, also it's kind of just the better physical shape you're in when you transfer to a new job. I think it helps you be successful. I'm already in good physical shape other than getting over the illness, but I actually was pretty pleased. I actually tried to do also I tried to do a little bit of sprinting. Um, that went okay. I did not really sprint, but I did achieve a full run. So achieving a full run few years ago, that was just like not at all. But I did achieve a full run, and it was not like a slow run. It was actually a fast run. I would not say I achieved a sprint. I also was cold, and I had on pants which were a little bit too um, baggy. So I also would need better clothing to actually achieve a sprint. I don't think I was actually at a point where I could achieve a sprint, but it was a very fast run, I would say, that I achieved. Now, yes, it was for a short distance also, but I did a couple of them at short distance. So that I basically, and I did like, maybe three of them. In They were short, maybe 50 yards ish. but I did them kind of in rapid succession with a little bit of a walk in between. And then, and then I came back to my apartment, so up 2 flights of stairs, whatnot. And my heart rate, it was down pretty fast. So I'm in really excellent condition. I don't think my weight, still my weight doesn't entirely show it, but it's just kind of years of a weight, which is definitely falling off. Um, Gosh, this will turn like a health program for me of my life, but whatever. Sorry guys, really, whew, too much. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe transitioning jobs. I don't know. We'll see. I don't think that would affect this, but it might lower my playtime for a while. But I mean, things are what they are. Play it by ear, see what happens. Um, And my boss certainly, I think, seemed concerned that I was going to jump ship with some of the updates happening. I'm probably one of the top performers in my department and in larger department in general, productivity wise. But it's like when you're doing the best and they continue to ask for more and more without giving you more, I don't know, you know. I was like, oh, I was like, we don't even have time to do a lot of the work we already have assigned. And now you want us to do more work? I mean, it's just like, I mean, what, it just doesn't, it feels like something has to give. We actually are actually falling behind on our own work, but the administration believes, I don't know. I'll not go into that, but it just doesn't seem workable. So my life may be transitioning to a new career, or probably same career, just different environment. I don't I don't even think that it benefits us to, um, working in 4 different departments doesn't really benefit the company. When you can't even get your own department's work done. Um, so I mean, yeah, why work in 4 different departments if you can't even get your department's work done? It's just diversification, or the point of diversification of work. You know, we already are not getting all the work of our department done, and we're going to be taking on another department's work, which just means we're going to just fall further behind in our department, which means that somebody's going to have to diversify into our department. So it's just like, it doesn't I don't know, it doesn't go anywhere. I think is a sort of not understanding specification. I mean, there is some benefit to diversification, but at a certain point, diversification just leads to inefficiency, which is where we're at. And um, I wouldn't even care if it was just inefficiency, but for me, it's just leading to a massive amount of stress. And that's where the problem comes in. If it was inefficient and I wasn't like totally stressed out, um, you know, but at this point, I'm just totally stressed out. So yeah, I'm sorry guys, it's just too much of my life. Back to the game. I'll try. Um, yeah, we're popping the skills here. Look at that. Lots of skills in the half skill, multi skill, 1+ skill range, but quite a lot. So I think we're getting a lot of MU out here, unless we hit some bismuth or. So I don't do too much of this, but I come to Arc, I do a little bit. Like why not? These are all probably basically nanocubes. Well, it feels like we're hitting pretty well, although I'm not really paying entirely attention, but it feels okay to me. I did get a global on last night on Treasure. I'm not really sure where good places to mine for, maybe ores are on Arcadia. Definitely don't want to do any PvP zone mine, that's just stressful. I will say the one thing though about the number of sort of repeating is that I would hope that this baseline would also even maybe decrease just because I'm getting so much, you know, um, I'm getting so much in from various places that I'm putting into deeds. So I'm hoping that I'm actually more than stable, that is actually decreasing. I'm not sure, looking at the trend line, if that plays out. I think we just don't have enough to know. But even if I guess even if when I'm pulling in, if we're still stable, hopefully it um, reverses to more positive soon. Even with that sort of mini HOF is kind of like more reversal off of really negative results. I don't feel like I've had it's been about 18 months since I had a real returns reversal. Although I guess I did kind of have a mini one somewhat back, but that was actually just mostly stream returns. But I guess it was a little bit of a reversal. But I don't know how realistic it is to get a real reversal with all the twin weapons out there without you know um, without say yeah a lot more skills basically. I think that's just what it comes down to. It's just at this point it's going to be just a lot of skills. It's going to have to be a significant amount of mining and looter and crafting skills. And once I've got significantly more skills, the professions are a lot bigger. Maybe we can see something happen, I feel like this wasn't the direction I intended to go, but it's working out. There's the fruits. 50 again. Hmm. I always struggle a little bit to know what to do on Arc. Last time I think I got pretty good MU mining, but this time it's not been. Last night I got some MU, but well, the prior visit I got some pretty good MU. I got a gold coin, some bismuth. This time not so much, but I mean maybe I will still, but I find a lot of the mobs are sort of difficult to getting MU out of on Arc for me. Oh, I see. That waypoint I created for the other one, but it actually works pretty well for this direction. I mean, in terms of mobs and stuff. Yes, I am really finding MU out here, but hit rate has been okay at least. Hmm. I guess it kind of goes along with a lot of times I do sometimes, like on my weaker looters, I pretend to perform a lot better. I think just because I don't have so much of a cycle in there. Although once they start to get big enough, then it stops happening. But at this point, I don't think I've done enough treasure hunting that actually keeps my returns in treasure hunting extremely high. I guess after a while, probably my returns would start to fall apart on treasure hunting. Because I think it's kind of moving to that bigger HOF, but sort of the problem is, I think with this sort of loot structure, is it actually becomes extremely more difficult to play as you go along, unless you have like super high efficiency weapons. But what makes it even worse, and I think I see a lot less people mining, because mining is essentially, I think, zero efficiency. So when you got zero efficiency competing against one weapons of 100% efficiency, I think it basically is going to put miners at the exact bottom of their looter all the time. That's also a problem with crafting. It's probably no efficiency rating. So the only thing with efficiency rating is hunting. So that basically kind of means that um, pretty much everyone else is playing toward the bottom of their looter. Which I mean, your looter will increase over time, so you will get globals and HOFs in there, but it's just a lot longer of a road, And I think that I feel like I saw like a lot of miners quit right after Twin. I mean, I can't exactly say that. I didn't speak to them personally, but it feels like a lot of them quit. And I suspect their returns, they probably were good enough that they weren't on the bottom of their looter, and then they probably got bottomed out and just like this wasn't worth it at that point to continue. Needless to say, I think, pre and post twin, it's a completely different game. Post twin, you have to be very, very patient. Hmm. Yeah, kind of getting a slow spot in the mining. It's going pretty good for a while, and then it's like, woo, nothing. It kind of happens, ebbs and flows and everything. Just make sure I didn't miss any. Nope. Hmm. All right, we get a hit finally. Sort of wonder what skills treasure hunting uses. I gotta check the chipping optimizer for this one guy made because Oh, looks like his website is gone. Oh well. Um, that's a shame. But yeah, I don't feel like the wiki is right because I don't feel like it's listing unlocks. Unless there just aren't unlocks on these. I don't know if suspicious the wiki is wrong. Wiki is usually right. I mean, as terms of skills, I feel like it's usually pretty accurate. But treasure hunter, I'm just not sure of. Because right in here, let's come back to the, let's go here. This is the wiki, treasure hunter. Unlocks archaeological lore skill mining. 15. I mean, could that be it? Could this just be a really skinny profession? I mean, I guess it's, I guess it's a one planet profession, so maybe it could be that skinny. Well, going in here, is there anything I guess I could say that I see that would indicate that that's wrong? Um, for example, am I seeing ground assessment, mineral sense? I don't, I don't know that I could say that I'm seeing ground assessment or mineral sense, which would maybe indicate that that's right. It's not using the traditional mining unlocks. Ground assessment, mineral sense. Okay, so maybe that is accurate. Maybe, no, it says ground assessment in here. Ground assessment. It doesn't say mineral sense. Assessment, ground assessment would also be used in. Now it says minor. Makes me wonder. Is this the? No, that's the hit profession. I think archaeologist, the digging one. Okay. Yes, this is the hit side. It says ground assessment, but I don't even see ground assessment in here. Ground is minor. Is minor typically an unlock? All right, finally hit some sort of mob thing. Push this way for a bit, hopefully. Okay, so minor is a level 50 unlock. Okay, so I guess yeah, I'm missing one unlock on this. I guess it's just weird that it uses some of the mining unlocks, some of them not. I guess that kind of makes it easier entry for players then, because there's kind of less levels of gradation. But yeah, we're still missing that that big unlock. So, and also unless I'm getting MU numbers, I think that kind of means that I don't want to do too much of this, but let's go a little bit longer. Then I'll call it just a video. Yeah, maybe I'll call it a video. It's been pretty long actually already. Oh, yeah. So I'm gonna have referral links in the comments so you can make some ped. Just you can view those there. And then also feel free to like, comment, subscribe to my videos. It just helps raise visibility. I probably will call it. I appreciate you guys. You have a great one, okay? And take care.